On today's video, today we'll be talking about, put it like this. On today's video, today we'll be talking about social anxiety. Woo! Social anxiety. Okay. Tips on how to get over social anxiety. I'm gonna basically talk about how I've dealt with social anxiety before and how I got over the whole social anxiety thing. And yeah, like social anxiety is so funny because a lot of people have social anxiety, and I be realizing that a lot each and every day as I interact with other people. Like today I was outside with my kid, and I'm just in the neighborhood, and each person I'm passing by, I'm talking about they trying to like look into the wind, like they avoiding the hardest eye contact. I'm like, listen, if you don't want to say hello, that's cool. That's cool. But it's just so funny because it's like I can feel it. Like I can feel like how people are trying to avoid interactions. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and it's so funny like how different states deal with interactions because I've lived up north and I lived down south before. And up north, like over there, yeah, people don't just be unless they know you, but like when you walking in the streets and stuff like that, they don't just be like coming up and saying good morning, good afternoon, compared to like down south. Like I lived in South Carolina, and every single time you saw somebody, it's hard to like avoid them from saying anything to you because that's just like their mannerisms out there is just different. So, yeah, social anxiety and how to overcome it. So, welcome to my video, and here we go. So, came a time period that was always in my own world, like really. Rather, I was around people and they made me like retreat to my own brain, or I was physically alone. And cultivating my world was one of the greatest things that I did because the way I think now, it has saved me from a lot of stuff. And and what I mean by that, like cultivating your own world, is that you really do gotta get to know yourself, and you really do gotta know. The most important thing is that nobody's perfect. Even the person that you look like, even like Rihanna, Beyonce, everybody, they're not free of not getting judged or free from getting made fun of, or everybody gets made fun of over here. Everybody, there's always gonna be somebody that's gonna say something of. Everybody gets made fun of. Everybody, every single body. Everybody's up to it. There's no like you're not off the table for whatever reason. You're not off the table. Nobody is. So you gotta. That's one thing. You gotta accept the fact that somebody, whether you like it or not, somebody will make fun of you. And the thing is too, whether you like it or not, you might get embarrassed out here. You might do something embarrassing. And that's the funny part, like with social anxiety, is that you want to come off as perfect all the time, and thinking like, okay, if I come off as perfect, like I won't get embarrassed out here. Like, child, no. You will get embarrassed. Like it would be the most randomest thing. Like something can drop in front of you and boom, like it went all over you, or like silly things can happen, and you just gotta like laugh about it. So that has definitely like just accepting the fact like you might get embarrassed, accepting the fact that people are going to make fun of you no matter who you are. Social anxiety doesn't have to look like just being embarrassed or whatever cases. It also can look like it's a thing of like protection. Like you might get afraid of the fact that you're a pretty person, like you're a pretty girl, that people might hit on you. Some men out here are real crazy. Like they don't know what boundaries are. And so it's like I can understand, and so like in those type of settings, like you might get anxiety. But you know what though? First, it's like you gotta do the things to best protect yourself. You do gotta be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of your surroundings. One thing about me is that when I go out, and especially if I know I'm gonna be looked at or whatever case is, I don't look the other way if I know somebody's looking at me. I'm looking dead in their shit. Like I'm here with you. I'm here with you. especially like a pretty girl, whatever. You may see a man, he's coming your way, and you feel like he might catcall on you or something like that. So you start looking away. You start doing one of these and whatever. And that might actually get you set up for that person to actually attack you now, or like to like say that thing that you don't want to hear. Why? Because it's like you're preparing that landing. Like you're already preparing yourself, and he can already feel it. So it's like it's already accepting the fact that he's gonna do it. It's best sometimes that you do the opposite. When you're walking by and you see that person, and you see them looking up and looking at you up and down, you looking at them. You don't gotta make no face. Like with me, I'm 4'11", and like what isn't? I ain't intimidating to nobody. The way I carry myself out in public, I'm very aware of my surroundings. I'm very aware of my surroundings. I'm always checking my surroundings. I'm always checking the energy, like the people around me, and I'm also letting them know that I'm checking them out. I'm not I'm not gonna pretend like, oh, I mean, look the other way while this person is looking at me up and down. Hell no, I'm looking straight at you. Looking straight at you. You say good morning, I'm gonna say good morning. Good morning. And keep it going. You don't gotta be rude and keep it pushing, cause that's another thing. Like it's a double edged sword, no matter where you go. If you're a woman and you're pretty, it's like a double edged sword. You don't say good morning, you're like you might get like some type of negative, some shit might happen. And if you do say good morning, something might happen. So it's like it is a double-edged sword. So I can understand the anxiety. But at the same time, you gotta participate. You cannot be out here making yourself well known that you're anxious and you're scared. Don't do that, because that's going to be worse. I like to be more on the side of, yeah, I'm watching you. I'm watching you, and you don't know if I got that shit on me. I'd rather give off that energy. I'd rather give off the energy that I got a big brother somewhere. I'd rather give off the energy like, I will call the cops. Just fuck around if you want to. Put yourself in a way, in harm's way, where like, okay, this is like scary shit. Like, it is dark, and I'm the only one person at this gas station, and I'm wearing some booty ass shorts. Child, do you not see the news? Like, don't do that shit now. You just gotta walk in to places prepared to, like, be prepared to where you're going. Be prepared to where you're going, who's gonna be there, whatever the case is. That way you know how to handle yourself. Advocating for yourself. When you're protecting yourself from where you're going in, whatever place you're stepping into, like, know who's gonna be there. Also, know who you're interacting with. I'll tell you a funny ass story. Story time. One time, I was with my sister somewhere, and me and my sister was hanging out with this particular gentleman, right? And this person, he had a group of other people that were with him, and we didn't know that he was gonna ride with other people with him. There was a lady that was, I don't know, she was all over him, whatever the case is. We weren't there to, like, I wasn't looking for a man, and my sister wasn't looking for a man or anything like that. This is just somebody that she knew, and he invited us out to this, like, place that it's kind of funny because it wasn't a club or anything like that. It's more like it looked like a jukebox. It looked like they call it Old Town, but it was just like where they were playing pool, music, like a setting like that, right? Me and my sister, we were here shooting what's the word? This game with the arrows. I targets. I don't even know. We're over here doing that, minding our business. We giggly, we laughing or whatever. We're not really trying to talk to the guy because the guy he over there with his lady, and it's just us. Like we're in our own world. And at one point, my sister wanted to like leave, and we're getting out. We're leaving to the car, and the guy's like, "Where you guys going?" And when the guy came to see like why we were leaving and things like that, like, or what we're gonna do next, the lady had came behind him, and they started arguing about something, and she started saying something like, oh, that she needed her cups out the car. So for whatever reason, he was giving her a hard time because like this is my first time actually meeting this guy. First of all, I'm already putting myself in a predicament because I don't know who really this guy is. Like I'm going based off what my sister knows about this guy. So, anyways, the guy is like arguing back and forth with this girl, and she's like, I need my shit out the car or whatever, whatever. And then I just said something like, go get her stuff. Like, go hand it to her. When I tell you this girl turned around and tried to pick up a brick and throw it at me, child, what the fuck? I ain't said shit to her. I like they had to stop her. They had to take the brick off her hand. But I'm just like, what the hell, bro? I'm just here. I'm on your side. But anyways, sometimes you can be unaware. Like sometimes you can just be in the middle of the way and you don't even know like that how that person is looking at you. Like sometimes you could just be in the way. And I get it. Like that shit is kind of scary. Like everything is cool and things ain't cool. Like people is looking at you some type of way, whatever case is, and that can bring social anxiety out. So basically what I say is my best advice is be okay with being alone. Be okay with being alone. Love your world. You don't need to have that many like girlfriends or whatever case is, and you gotta be okay with that. Like you gotta be okay with not having that many girlfriends, not having that many guy friends. Only keep your circle like tight with like the few people that you know like God put them there for a reason. You gotta be the main one to kind of set the stage. To set the stage, you set the stage. If you come in looking all types of way and looking anxious, people are gonna know it and they're gonna feel it and they're gonna read it off you. It's really just a change of attitude. You gotta change your attitude. It's not about how you're looking, per se. It's more like how you're feeling, how you're feeling. Feel your body. Take a second, take a moment, right? Feel your body. Feel the adrenaline that you're feeling in your body, right? And try to slow down. Try to slow down. Try to be aware of the adrenaline that's happening because when you're aware of it, you'll notice like, okay, shit, my hands are shaky. Why the hell are my hands shaking? Like you just need to like change your mood. Change your mood. Think about like, okay, who are you trying to be at this moment, right? Who are you trying to be at this moment? You're trying to show up as the best confident you. How does that feel like? Think about that. How does the most confident version of you feels like when you're walking? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You gotta be cultivating your own world at home. Have confidence in the house. You look at your mirror, look at yourself, bro, and feel that shit. Bro, feel yourself. Feel good within yourself. So that when you go outside, you can lock in. Like, bro, lock into that feeling. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't be locking in at home and then you're gonna expect yourself to go outside, right? You go outside and you're feeling all anxious and all kinds of ways. How are you gonna tap into feeling confident? You didn't do it at home. So you don't even know what confidence even feel like. You got fake confidence, and that's gonna make it worse. That's now you're definitely performing. You cultivate confidence at home. Do things every day, right? That make you feel good. Like doing your hair, getting dressed, whatever, like that makes you feel good. And expect that when you go outside, expect it that when you go outside, people are gonna look at you. People are gonna look at you. And instead of you shying away and getting scared, that people are looking at you, like you should be embracing it. People are gonna hate on you. And people are gonna talk about you. Older people might talk about you, men are going to talk about you, whatever case is. People are going to be talking about you. But that's what I'm saying. You got to be so cultivated in your own world that you don't really give a fuck if they talk about you. You know that they wish they could be you. You know that they wish they could have you. These things. All that hate, imagine it like underneath that, there's something good about it. I don't try to focus on it. I really don't. Like, I really don't. I really don't. I'd rather be the person being talked about than talking about the other person. You know? I don't have time to be talking about the other person. Every single time I see a pretty girl, bro, I be like, "Oh my goodness, she pretty." Like I actually be like admire. When I see another pretty girl, even if she's like supermodel pretty, whatever cases, I never try to compare myself. I look at it like, "Okay, we got a hot one in here. We got a hot girl in the room, y'all." We got a hot girl in the room. There's something different about her. You gotta appreciate everybody' differences. Some people are gonna be looking better than you. Some people will look. and what you may call better than you. It feels good to be the one admired. It feels good to be the one admired, and it feels good to admire other people. Simple words on anxiety. What can I say? A simple task that you can do for social anxiety. Number one is that no matter who you are, you're not off the table to get made fun of. You're not off the table to be critiqued. Looks, the looks is definitely going to equal the hate. All right, the looks gonna equal hate, which you gotta then be protecting of yourself. Be protective of yourself. Don't be the scary one in the room. Like, you're gonna make yourself more susceptible to getting harmed if you're the scary one. Cause there's already like people already see that you're scary, so then they feel okay. Your guard is already down, So now they're gonna go ahead and trigger you and do things to you. Um, was into that one, but like you gotta have discernment and discernment. Prepare yourself whenever you go into a room. Like, it's always best to know who is there before you get there. Girl, at your face. Usually they know that if you're pretty, you're gonna be a certain way. You're gonna be a little bit resistant. So be resistant. It's okay. Like, you gotta protect yourself out here. You gotta be aware about how you are performing in life. But at the same time, don't be so much into the performance that you're now overthinking your part. Don't overthink your part. Okay? You are outside with strangers. Like, you don't know none of these people. You don't know these people's intentions or anything like that. Focus in your own world. Yes. Be focused on what's happening in your own world, how you're feeling the energy. Don't get yourself off game. But also be looking outwards to pay attention how people are receiving you. When it comes to small talks, for me this shit comes natural. I ain't gonna lie. Small talks come natural to me. I don't overthink about my small talks with people. I'm a private type of person in real life. I don't really like to just give off all my information, to people about what I got going on, you know. So I do try to keep it surface level, and I tell them as much as I want to know about them. I don't come over here asking you crazy questions if I know the questions cannot be asked back. Cause don't be asking me no crazy ass question. Again, a lot of people got social anxiety. A lot of people do. A lot of people don't know how to communicate. A lot of people are focused so much in their own worlds that they don't know how to interact with other people. And trust and believe, a lot of people are thinking the same things. Like, are you dangerous? Are you like something? A lot of people are thinking like that too. So most people have social anxiety too. And it kind of like, once you know that, it kind of helps disarm people, like for you to disarm them in a way. Because it's very rare when you come across somebody that's not shy, or rare that you come across somebody that doesn't have it. So it's just like one of those things, like, okay, I know you got social anxiety, so it's just like, it's kind of funny, not saying that you're going to make shit awkward. Don't make shit awkward now, but social anxiety, think about it like that. It's just a funny ass thing to have. But anyways, this is my video. I hope y'all like it, because I don't really like outros. I don't want to be like, oh, subscribe to my video plus like what. Like, I ain't gonna do all that, bro. You get the information, you like it, you give me a like, whatever the case is. I did what I had to do. I went ahead and spoke. That's all I really want to do on here, is just get my mind off and just talk, and whatever the case is. This is it for me. All right, but I hope you guys have a good night, and catch me on my next one.